And you certainly went your separate ways. Darlington have obviously big changes have happened there, and they've dropped a few leagues now in the Northern League. And I know you've been watching the results closely, haven't you? And watching the fortunes.
Yeah, as you know, as every club that I've been at and I'll follow, and I'm just glad that Darlington as a club hasn't kind of capitulated and totally gone bust, which was obviously people's worries at first hand. But it's difficult for them to be dropping that many leagues and playing at that level, especially when you look at the size of the club. 2-3 years previous, but they're obviously heading in the right direction. They're doing well, which you'd hopefully expect in that sort of league. But I'd love to see them get back up the leagues, but it's going to be difficult. One big credit to the club is they've got a good following, so hopefully that will bring in some revenue that they can maybe get better players and climb up the league.
You mentioned the following there. They've dropped 4 or 5 divisions into the Northern League, and they're averaging over 1,000 every game. What does that say about the Darlington supporters?
That just epitomises what the Darlington fans are like. It was difficult when you're at the big arena and you've got 1,500 fans in there. It's difficult, but you saw them have taken 10,000-15,000 fans 250 miles down to Wembley. The fans are there, so it's just difficult because obviously everyone else will up their game when they want to come and play Darlow because they're the big boys in that league. But credit to them, they seem to be doing flying at the moment. So all credit to them.
Now, there's another game coming up in a couple of weeks, and that's the reason we're obviously here at Aycliffe today. Viewers are looking forward to Newton Aycliffe's first competitive game against Darlington, at home anyway, against Darlington in a couple of weeks. Now, cast your mind back about 20 months. About 2 weeks after this FA Trophy win, you visited Newton Aycliffe to deliver the awards at the end of season presentation. I don't think anybody could have predicted at the time, 2 weeks after lifting the FA Trophy, that they'd actually been in the same league.
Yeah, and that's what that's the strange thing about football. Obviously, you wouldn't expect it. You wouldn't have expected them to be penalised the way they have. But it would be brilliant for Aycliffe to be playing Darlington, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of fans there that were most probably sat in the seats at Wembley, and obviously Aycliffe fans that maybe would have even travelled to that game as well. So. It would be a good game, and there's nothing more spicy than local derbies like that, and obviously they haven't played before. So I'd imagine it would be a nice, tasty game to be involved in.